I've seen and heard way too many fans and viewers slamming this show and these people that are on this show for how they're handling Garrison Brown's passing, how they're editing clips of the aftermath, how this scene was staged and this was blah, blah, blah. They owe it to us. No, they sure do not owe us not nothing. They don't owe me not nothing. Don't involve me in that. But there's a lot of fans and viewers and YouTubers, very popular YouTuber, that is putting that out there very angrily. And there has been some fans posting on fan groups on the interwebs that they are bothered, they're mad, they're angry, their blood pressure is all the way through the roof. Well, we're going to discuss it. It's time to discuss. This fan took to Reddit to post their frustration, as you can see. This family pisses me off. They go on to say, this show always raises my blood pressure. Okay, well, first, allow me to say this. Honestly speaking, from just myself, okay? Just my thoughts and opinions. If a TV show, or if anything on the internet, or if celebrities, if anything like that raises your blood pressure or affects your health in a negative way, which getting angry, that does not help. Turn the channel. Turn the channel. This show is meant for entertainment purposes only. You should not allow TV shows, celebrities, or people that you don't even know personally to affect you in a negative way and make you angry. Getting your blood pressure up? Can you not die from high blood pressure if you don't get it took care of? Okay. Can that not lead to like heart attacks and all this other stuff? Okay. Well, Lord forbid something like that happen to somebody while they're watching a TV show like Sister Wives. This is why I wanted to make this video. Because I've seen and read a lot of comments in my comment section that are very mean-spirited and angry people. I mean, they just are. Anything I post will get like just, you could call it trolls, you could call it whatever, but I just want to put this out there because when I've called them trolls, there is people popped in the comments like, well, I'm not a troll. I just told you that blah, 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 but I'm not a troll. Know that. Okay. Well, whoever you are, if you're not a troll, please don't let people you don't know personally, internet personalities, celebrities, TV show personalities, please don't allow people like that to affect you in a negative way to where you're just spewing hate and anger. It's a lot, you know? I'm like, what is going on here? Anyway, I'm going to pray for everybody. I'm going to ask you to do the same, please. The world needs Jesus now more than ever, in my opinion. This show always raises my blood pressure, but this episode was extremely hard to watch. I was tore up, but I know all too well how unhealthy family systems operate, and I'm deeply disturbed with Janelle and Cody as parents. I'm not blaming them. I'm just having a hard time reconciling their reaction to his passing. With a father like Cody and a mother who took nearly 2 decades to find courage to hold him accountable, plus this large toxic family dynamics, we all know these children are hurting. Even Robin's kids in a way. Cody doesn't love, he objectifies, and Robin knows it. I've been sitting with a lot of feelings about Garrison Brown's passing, and I need to say something because the way this tragedy is being talked about doesn't sit right with me. Yes, alcohol may have played a role in Garrison's passing, but reducing it to that alone feels like a way to avoid the deeper truth. This wasn't just about drinking. This was about years of emotional neglect, rejection, and toxic family dynamics, especially the relationship or lack of one with his father, Cody. I think Janelle is grieving immensely and will eventually make her way to speaking that truth, but as a mother, she knows the root cause of his struggles in her heart. Cody, with his BS image management questions. Oh, what if I'd just try harder? What if? I just thought I had more time. We will see in forthcoming episodes just how genuine that guilt really is. Will he take accountability and repair the relationships with his adult children? Has his son's death caused some sort of self-awareness? We all watch Garrison try to build a life for himself, serving in the National Guard, working hard, buying his own home, and yet he was constantly met with coldness, control, and distance from one person who should have had his back unconditionally. Garrison, like many of Cody's older kids, was pushed aside for daring to have boundaries, for not bowing down to a broken family structure, for simply wanting love and respect. What hurts even more is seeing his mom, Janelle, now shifting the focus to alcohol as if that's the main issue. I get that grief is complicated. I know people cling on what they can when they're trying to survive loss. But ignoring the emotional wounds Garrison carried, many of which stemmed from Cody's behavior, is not only dishonest, it's harmful. It erases the pain so many kids from toxic family systems can relate to. Garrison deserved better. He deserved love, support, love, and validation, not to be treated like he was disposable for thinking of himself. We need to stop making excuses and start talking about what really happens when emotional abuse is allowed to flourish in families. We owe Garrison that much. Now, I will say this. As someone who deals with mental health issues, and y'all all know I've dealt with it publicly, so I speak from experience. There's nobody to blame for nobody's mental health issues. Okay? We can't sit here, and it's not healthy to sit here and say, well, we all know why he passed. It wasn't alcohol. It was the emotional abuse from Cody. That's why he passed away. Can we stop? Can we stop that? And whoever you hear saying that or alluding to that, I want you to speak up. I want you to say, stop that right now. Because that's not right. Okay, do your research. Talk to a professional. Because I'm going to tell you something, hunties. I had years of therapy sessions, sometimes twice a week. I learned a lot, and I'm very thankful for them sessions. Ain't no thousands, probably. So I'm speaking from experience. Okay? I mean, blaming everybody. I can go ahead and go out on a limb. Everybody that's walked the face of this earth has issues with their family. Somebody in their family. I guarantee. Don't sit there and say you don't. Don't sit there and say, I've always got along and still get along with every single member of my family. Everybody has experienced some sort of trauma in their childhood. We're not going to sit here and blame people for people taking their life. That is a mental illness. It is an illness. It is a disability. Okay, look it up. Do your research. That's called a chemical imbalance. It's chemical imbalanced in your brain. You can't blame people. You can't blame that's what bothers me. Speaking from somebody with experience with I deal with mental illness on a daily basis. You know, you don't sit here and blame other people for your mental illness. You just deal with it. You know, you learn to manage it. You don't use it as, I'm not going there, but I will go to the comment section and read what other fans had to say. I don't think Janelle was shifting the focus to the alcohol problem. Rather, she has realized for some time that Garrison used alcohol to self-medicate, and the fact that alcohol was involved was an indication of his mental state at the time, which was only why she had the brothers checking on him. A third of suicides involve alcohol. That's a lot. He probably wouldn't have done it if he wasn't drunk. See, this is something I'm not going to do the blame game. I'm not going to, well, if, we're not doing that. Because if, for what? I mean, what are we going to if? If what? That doesn't bring him back. That doesn't change anything. And that's the hard reality of it all. Like I always say, all we can do is change and do better. We're not going to reflect on the past. Rip off the rear view. Anyway, this person said, people need to back off social media. It's disgusting, and I can't imagine having people make claims. Thank you for saying this. I can't imagine having people make claims, digging into public records to get info. Sister Wives is a scripted reality show. You get what they want you to see. They don't owe you explanations or stories, Katie from Without a Crystal Ball, because she said they owe it to fans. They owe it to fans. Katie said that. And I'm going to say it because Katie has almost 500,000 subscribers. I'm going to say that because in my statistics, Katie is top. It says my subscribers are watching Without a Crystal Ball. She's in my statistics. That's why we talk about her. Because every time I react to her videos or talk about what she discussed, I have some weird, crazy, angry people pop up in my comments. Them comments I was telling you every video, they'll pop up and say, you're so jealous of Katie. Why do you talk about Katie? Why do you give Katie? Do you not know you're giving Katie free advertisement? Baby, I have 65,000 subscribers. She has 500,000 subscribers. I trust and believe. My statistics already tell me my subscribers are watching her. She's at the top of my list, so I'm not giving her no advertisement. But I'm just saying, that's part of the problem right there. She will go dig and put up public records, okay? Then she'll sit here and be like, well, this is staged. That video that we talked about earlier this week, this is staged. They didn't film this immediately after he passed. They're not showing the police records like I read to y'all. They not reading the text messages and going into detail like I did. They owe it to us. No, ma'am. You back off, Katie Joy. What the F? Get off your high horse. Who are you? Katie Joy makes a killing talking about this family and other people's families. They do not owe you nothing, hunty. And don't be coming in my comments talking about, you sound angry. You should be angry. I mean, folks sitting here digging into people's life after they done experienced a death, talking about their police records, their text messages. Shame on all of you for doing that. You didn't see none of that over here on my channel, and you won't. Better believe it. Because they don't owe us no explanations or no stories. They are allowed to cry or grieve how they want. Back the F off and quit judging. Thank you. Woo, chop. Yes. You better preach, sister, or start putting your private info on social media and allow us to tear you down. Peace to the Browns and to everyone. Since this episode, I'm removing myself from most of the Sister Wives Reddit groups, so feel free to downvote or disagree that your life depends on knowing the truth about Sister Wives. If I was not blocked and banned, I would upvote that. I got to end this on that because that was a good one. That was a good one. Keep in mind, if these people make you this angry, you need to turn the channel. They shouldn't make you this angry. They should not make you this angry. We're talking about real topics of discussion, and if it bothers you, then you need to search on the inside of your soul. Whew, I got deep, didn't I? Welcome to the realness. That is my channel. If you are new here, I hope you hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I hope y'all meet me in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. Please don't let TV shows, celebrities, YouTubers, internet personalities, content creators, influencers, TikTokers, Snapchatters, please don't let them people bother you. OMG, go follow people that make you feel good. Go follow people that make you smile. Go follow people that light a fire in your soul to do good. That's it. I love y'all so much for watching. Don't forget, you catch a new episode of Sister Wives every Sunday exclusively on TLC at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.